Welcome back to video number 2 for this Saturday morning. This is our palate cleanser because, of course, the Royals have been out and about doing fabulous things. So let's jump in and cover everything, shall we? Let's go. So we're going to start with Queen Camilla, who welcomed children with life-limiting conditions and their families to Clarence House to meet Santa, help decorate a Christmas tree, and then have a lot of sugar, which I think is a normal thing they do for children. So, of course, Santa was by the tree waiting for Camilla to come down the stairs, and she came down the stairs, and then she met Santa. Now, every year, Camilla does this. She invites children supported by 2 of her charities, the Hellis and Douglas House and the Roald Dahl's Marvelous Children's Charity, for this Yuletide party at their official residence in London. The guests were treated to a Christmas musical performance by the band and bugles of the Rifles before they sat down for the sausages and mash lunch. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not exactly sure what order this all took place in, but we do know that Queen Camilla went around and chatted with the children. I think she chatted with the children, decorated the tree, handed out the gifts, and then they went in to eat. That's my thought process on it. According to these articles, there were 8 children helped by Hospice and the Roald Dahl Marvelous Children's Charity sitting around the table covered in, oh my God, candy canes, sweets, gingerbread biscuits, and chocolate Santa figures. And it says that was after they decorated the tree. Okay, so there's your order. Then after they decorated the tree, they watched Major Ollie Plunkett, who is the Queen's equerry, take his sword and use it to place ornaments on the branches high up where apparently the children and the Queen couldn't, reach. Camilla also helped the children choose decorations for a Christmas tree in Clarence House. She let them choose what they wanted to do. Now, you should know that Helen and Douglas Hospice cares for terminally ill children and their families from Oxfordshire and the surrounding counties, giving medical, emotional, and practical support, helping families deal with the implications of living with a child who will pass away prematurely so they can make the most of their time together. And by the way, Camilla has been patron of the Marvelous Children's Charity since 2017. Moving on. Let's move on now to the Duke of Edinburgh. On December 12th, he went to the Ulster farming community because they were having a winter fair in Lisburn. Edward had multiple engagements on one day, but I believe this was the first one he went to. Now, he's patron for the Royal Ulster Agricultural Society since 2008, and he has been to the Balmoral show on several occasions, but this was his first time to the Ulster Winter Fair. There were over 200 trade stands, 216 cattle entries, and it's a festival highlight for a lot of families in the area. Looking good, Edward. Now, while he's still in Belfast, he went to see the work of Cash for Kids. This is a charity that helps, get gifts together for Christmas time. He went to their headquarters. He met volunteers and helped them with some gift baskets. Apparently, 1 in 4 children there now live in poverty, and the charity is working around the clock to ensure that no child in Northern Ireland wakes up without a gift Christmas morning. Edward walked in and they put him to work. They put a vest on him. Get busy, Edward. Well, they're saying this visit was very timely because there was only 1 week left for people to drop off gifts or make a cash donation to the Christmas appeal. And they're saying that requests and applications hit an all-time high. So Edward's, interest in the charity and the team was a surprise and a big boost to the charity. That's the point of all of this work, you guys. It's not to bring attention to themselves, but to bring attention to the charity. That's what being a royal is all about. Some other people might want to learn that. I was absolutely shocked when I read this. They process and send gifts to 20,000 children. And they're saying that requires a huge team effort. And so they wanted to thank Edward for playing his part in making, Christmas magical and in helping bring, what they're doing to light so that they can get some more donations. I just love that. All right, let's move on. Next up on December 11th, we have Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh. She is patron of well-being of women, and she attended a reception for the Women and Girls Match Fund 2024 at the Foundling Museum. I just have to remark that her clothing is so tasteful, it looks like a burgundy velvet number. Love it. And a day or two before that, Sophie was at an event organized by the Cheshire Community Foundation. And what this did was bring together grantee charities for roundtable discussions on supporting people with disabilities. All right, next up with King Charles. You may not know this, but the King's Trust and Apple teamed up for some workshops for young people. So King Charles met up with the Apple CEO Tim Cook to go browse the Christmas markets at Battersea Power Station. So these two browsed the Christmas market stalls. They then headed to the Apple headquarters and listened to a surprise performance from singer Ray. Oh, how pretty cool is that? They said the king looked like he was in absolute excellent spirits. Of course, there were Christmas carols sung, and it just looks like it was a fabulous event. For those of you who don't know, the workshops that they've introduced are to help develop creative digital skills in young people. I love that. For those of you who don't know, this was King Charles' first visit to this particular landmark, which reopened in October of 2022 as a community of shops, restaurants, offices, homes, and public spaces. It's the curated Makers Christmas Market. Yeah, it's inside the power station. Anyway, they hung lights and they made it really nice. And this curated Makers Christmas Market was founded by the King's Trust alumna Megan Jones in 2017. They sell festive gifts, skincare products, homewares, fabrics, clothing, accessories, a little bit of everything. And doesn't King Charles look happy to be there? I love that. All right, moving on. Let me tell you, Charles was busy. Also on the 12th, he had 3 visits with 3 people at Buckingham Palace. The first one was Diana Venegas Hernandez, who is the ambassador from the Republic of El Salvador. The next visit was with Dr. Adams, who happens to be the High Commissioner for the Republic of the Maldives. And finally, Dario Galassi, who is the ambassador of San Marino. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up, hit the like button and the subscribe button and the bell for all notifications. Then go down into the description box where you'll find the link to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, and my Amazon wish list. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.